I looked her straight in the face. Her dark eyes were gleaming. There was the power of second sight in them, or of marvelous intuition of men and things. "I'll follow your lead, my Lady Molly," I said quietly. "Then go to bed now," she replied, with that strange transition of manner which to me was so attractive and to everyone else so unaccountable. In spite of my protest, she refused to listen to any more talk or to answer any more questions, and perforce, I had to go to my room. The next morning I saw her graceful figure, immaculately dressed in a perfect tailor-made gown, standing beside my bed at a very early hour. "Why, what is the time?" I ejaculated, suddenly wide awake. "Too early for you to get up," she replied quietly. "I am going to early Mass at the Roman Catholic convent close by." "To Mass at the Roman Catholic convent?" "Yes. Don't repeat all my words, Mary. It is silly and wastes time. I have introduced myself in the neighborhood as the American, Mrs. Silas A. Ogden, whose motor has broken down and is being repaired at Newcastle, while I, its owner, amuse myself by viewing the beauties of the neighborhood. Being a Roman Catholic, I go to Mass first, and, having met Lady D'Albuquerque once in London, I go to pay her a respectful visit afterwards. When I come back we will have breakfast together. You might try in the meantime to scrape up an acquaintance with Miss Joan Duplessis, who is still staying here, and ask her to join us at breakfast." She was gone before I could make another remark, and I could but obey her instantly to the letter. An hour later I saw Miss Joan Duplessis strolling in the hotel garden. It was not difficult to pass the time of day with the young girl, who seemed quite to brighten up at having someone to talk to. We spoke of the weather and so forth, and I steadily avoided the topic of the Fordwich Castle tragedy until the return of Lady Molly at about 10 o'clock. She came back looking just as smart, just as self-possessed, as when she had started 3 hours earlier. Only I, who knew her so well, noted the glitter of triumph in her eyes, and knew that she had not failed. She was accompanied by Pegram, who, however, immediately left her side and went straight into the hotel, whilst she joined us in the garden, and, after a few graceful words, introduced herself to Miss Joan Duplessis and asked her to join us in the coffee room upstairs. The room was empty, and we sat down to table, I quivering with excitement and awaiting events. Through the